This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Second down at 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 9. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll set them back 5. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 34. Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Finding room to the 20. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field?
Touchdown, Washington! A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the first and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Quick throw out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll just get rid of it. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yeah, we dominate today. A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills.